And good afternoon and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you so much for this opportunity to present our Marriott Hotels and Resorts of Orlando, and also our partner from Visit Orlando is excited to tell you more about things to do and places to go and see in Orlando. So our presenters will be Laura from Visit Orlando. She will start, and then Chris Kane will join us from the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin and Swan Reserve. I will be presenting the Orlando World Center Marriott to you, and also Sarah is from the Marriott Village, our three brands, the Courtyard, Spring Hill Suites, and Fairfield at the Marriott Village. So all of these are properties that are close to or on-site Disney, and we have a lot to share with you today. And Laura's going to start and tell you everything about visiting Orlando.
All right, I am going to start. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Can everybody see the presentation? It's time to visit Orlando. Give me a thumbs up if you can see that.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. I'm going to put myself off video so you guys can focus on the screen once I start talking. But my name is Laura Kreitzer. I am the Travel Industry Sales Director for Visit Orlando. And we're here to kind of fill you on all things Orlando. I know you just had your conference and you guys are all pumped up to sell. And I'm sure Orlando is one of your top destinations. But today I'm actually going to tweak it a little bit different and talk beyond the parks. Orlando has so much more to offer. And in fact, if you were to do everything in Orlando at one time, it would take you over 120 days. But we have about 20 minutes. So we're going to cruise through this. And we're going to, again, talk beyond the parks. What other things that your clients can do in Orlando besides Disney and Universal? What other attractions? What other locations, maybe some other events you can do. So we're going to focus on that, and we're going to get started. I'm going to put myself off video, and we're going to get started with a quick video you guys to watch. Hopefully it will work.
Here, matching bedazzled shirts are worn proudly. Homework disappears. Business suits become bathing suits. And young ones are granted new power. Because this place changes you. Princesses get the royal treatment. Siblings called truces. And dad jokes are actually funny. Robots crown new heroes. And phones are forgotten, at least for a little while. Fireworks paint the sky every night. And hand-holding makes a comeback every day. Here, anything is possible, as long as you can imagine it. And that's what makes Orlando unbelievably real.
Who's ready to go? Who's ready to travel to Orlando? Let's go. Here is a little overview of the kind of the layout of Orlando. And I like to show this because a lot of people think that the theme parks are far apart, or maybe going to other attractions, it's too far. I want to stay in my area at Disney. But you can kind of see the layout of the land here with Lake Buena Vista, of course, being Walt Disney World to the west at 47 square miles. And then just north of that are the three existing current parks of Universal Orlando. And then south, of course, Celebration. To the east of Walt Disney World, just over I-4, is the three SeaWorld parks that they have. And just a little bit to the right of the A of Aquatica, right over that little highway, you will see the area of where Epic is being built. Epic is the new theme park for Universal Orlando, opening in 2025. It is a brand new theme park, and it is so large that you will actually be able to take all three parks that exist now and the 8 hotels, pick it up, and put it right in the middle of Epic. So we don't have an open date yet, but we're anticipating mid-25. Exciting thing is there's a couple new hotels that are already open, of course, and then you've got the hotels that we have here today. So really, everything is going to tie in, the 3 existing parks and then Epic. So you will be able to stay at Epic, and you will be able to stay down by Epic, let's say at the Orlando World Center, and all your tickets will tie in. They'll have park hopper tickets, VIP passes, express lane. and everything else at Epic. So we're getting more and more information daily. The 5 lands have been announced. There is a brand new Harry Potter land, which is going to be fantastic. And honest to God, just about 3 days ago, I looked in the sky and they were testing a flying dragon. So only in Orlando would you look up, staying at your hotel, and you look out and you see a literal flying dragon above Epic. Pretty cool. Pretty epic, actually. You can think of Orlando like boroughs, and that's the way I look at it for those of you like the Northeast area. And there are different areas with different experiences throughout Orlando. So I talk beyond the parks because a lot of times now your clients may not want to stay 7 nights at Disney anymore. It's very expensive. And sometimes it's just cost prohibitive. So maybe they want to stay at Marriott World Center for a couple of days and maybe stay at Disney at the Swan and Dolphin or go over to the Marriott Village and kind of bop around. So really, I'll kind of walk through a couple of different areas for you and show you what else we have to offer. iDrive is our main corridor. It is about a 4-mile corridor from all the way south Orlando outlet malls at Lake Buena Vista, running all the way to the north outlet malls up by Fun Spot on North iDrive. But there are hundreds of low-cost attractions and stores and dining experiences for you and your guests. There's even a $2 trolley ride, a hop-on, hop-off trolley on iDrive. You can pick it up all the way south iDrive outlets and take it all the way and hop on and hop off throughout the day. So they don't even need to take a rental car for these attractions, and they don't even need to take an Uber. You can get up there and then hop on and off through the trolley. We've got everything from a 400-foot Star Flyer swing, which is really fun and very kind of crazy and exciting, to, of course, adventure golf or Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, which is very popular. We have a new beer spa. I bet you didn't think of that for Orlando, but on iDrive, there's a beer spa. So you can sit in a beer-infused tub, and they give you a big stein. You get all the beer you can drink, and you sit in this relaxing tub. There's saunas, jacuzzis. You can do a tub for 2. You can do a tub for 1. Great for golf groups, great for family reunions, great for guys groups or bachelor parties. So just a really cool place and kind of unexpected that you may not have known. Andretti Indoor Go-Kart Racing is indoor go-kart racing. What I love about it is they have tiny little go-karts even for 3- and 4-year-olds. So it's fun for the entire family. Great place indoors if you want to see something on a rainy day and maybe go in and escape the theme parks for a day. And of course, Fun Spot is our local amusement park. There's 2 locations, one on iDrive and one in Kissimmee. I love Fun Spot because it's a pay to play. So you don't have to pay to park. You don't have to pay to get in. You just pay for whatever you want to experience. And so if you maybe get in late, you don't have a theme park ticket, you don't know what to do with the kids, you can pop over to Fun Spot and you can get the kids run around after their flight and get some energy out. Or if you have a late flight, it's a great place to recommend for your families to go in, get the kids. They even have a little water feature that your kids can swim and go in, and it's free. There is no charge. You only have to pay for what you experience. Icon Park is also on iDrive, right in the middle of iDrive. Icon Park is a standalone destination with over 55 attractions and food experiences, restaurants. This is where the Orlando Eye is. Our Orlando Eye is over 400 feet tall. Cool thing about Florida, as y'all know, is it's very flat. So when you're up on the eye, you can actually almost see the coastline, which is crazy. It's a great thing to do. There's a bar right in the base, so you can get a bottle of champagne. Maybe someone's looking to get engaged or someone is looking for a special occasion. The Orlando Eye is definitely something to experience. So right in the base of the eye are 2 other Merlin attractions, Madame Tussauds and Sea Life. So you can get, individual tickets. You can purchase tickets for all 3. It really depends on what your clients are looking for. Museum of Illusions is a great location. It's also at Icon Park. Museum of Illusions, I had a fan with agents a couple weeks ago, and I could not get them out. It is a selfie haven. This is one of the photo experiences, but each room has different experiences where your guests can go in and take family photos, selfies. The kids love it. It messes with your mind, and it's a lot of fun, and it is a relatively low cost attraction to get in. And then of course we have Old Red, which is Blake Shelton's restaurant, great live music, great food, and then of course Yard House and a number of other attractions. We also have Point Orlando right next door to Icon Park. Point Orlando, again, is a standalone destination with attractions, resorts, restaurants. There's a Greek restaurant with family-friendly entertainment. There is JoJo's Shake Bar. We've got Wonderworks, which is a STEM experience. It's actually a hands-on STEM museum, I'd say for kids 12 and under. It's the Upside Down building. It's really fun. We went last week and it's a lot of fun. And then there's also Main Event, which is very similar to a Dave and Buster's with activities, great for fun of the family, but also great for adults, food, drinks, a full bar, and everything else. And I'm just checking. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm doing a sound check midway. Give me all right.
Yes, we can hear you.
More to explore. I do like to talk about SeaWorld because SeaWorld is a little bit underrepresented, and a lot of people don't think of SeaWorld. But to be honest, SeaWorld is the roller coaster capital of Orlando. We have 9 roller coasters at SeaWorld, believe it or not. So not only do you have the animals and the animal experiences and the educational experiences, but now you also have the roller coasters, and it's a really great price point. So really just don't forget that when you come to Orlando. It's a great day of a park. They also have the rescue center. So if you have animal enthusiasts or people who are maybe hesitant about SeaWorld with the animals, you know, you can book them a tour at the rescue center. It's behind the scenes. It's amazing. You'll see manatee and dolphin. They've rescued over 45,000 animals. So it's just really fabulous. Discovery Cove is their all-inclusive park across the street. This is an experience of a lifetime. For those of you who have not seen it, next time you come to Orlando, I highly recommend checking it out. It is an all-inclusive experience where it includes everything from the time you enter at 7:30 in the morning to the time you leave at 5:30, with the exception of a few upgrades like the dolphin experience and swimming with sharks. But it includes your breakfast, your lunches, your beverages, your alcoholic beverages, snorkel gears. You can swim with stingrays, animal experiences, habitats. It's just amazing. And the cool thing about it, they limit to 1,500 people a day. So it is really a great experience. No one has ever complained about it. They do have commissionable rates for travel agents. And they do have dynamic pricing. So the earlier you book, the better price you're going to get for your client. I have seen it as $250 to $300 a day a ticket, and I have seen it for as high as almost $1,000 a ticket. So really just know the quicker you book, the better price you'll get, and highly recommended to check that out. And then of course Aquatica is their water park right next to the parks. Kennedy Space Center. Kennedy Space Center is about 30 minutes from Orlando International Airport at Cape Canaveral. But a couple things about Kennedy. I was there twice in the past 2 weeks. I could spend 5 to 6 hours. It is the best attraction if, again, you have a late flight. Maybe a guest has like a 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock flight. They don't know what to do all day. They don't want to do the theme parks. They've done them, or maybe they don't have a ticket. You can take your luggage, check out of your hotel, get out, book them a tour to Kennedy, or if they have a car, get out to Kennedy, and you can check your luggage at Kennedy. So they can check their luggage and they can actually keep their luggage and they can explore Kennedy and then go backtrack 30 minutes to the airport. It is phenomenal. They expect over 200 launches out of Kennedy Space Center next year with rocket launches. And they also have a brand new travel agent portal where you can purchase tickets for your clients, commissionable tickets. Before you had to purchase through a third party. But now you can go on Kennedy Space Center, TA.com. That's Kennedy Space Center, like travel agent, TA.com. And you can purchase commissionable tickets for your clients for their visit, plus a number of different upgrades, dining with astronauts, going out to the launch pad, things like that. So really, just don't forget Kennedy. It's spectacular. The next attraction is Legoland Florida Resort. There are only 2 Legoland resorts in the entire country. One is in San Diego and the other is here in Orlando. It is about 30 to 45 minutes outside of Orlando, like the Disney area, in between Orlando and Tampa. But the great thing about it is it's an amazing park with a great price point. There are activities. It is 150 acres with over 50 attractions and shows. So it's really great for the 12 and under. They have 3 hotels. If you wanted to stay out there for one night and experience something different, very themed, of course, definitely for the younger kids. But right next to Legoland is the Peppa Pig theme park. And we are the only place in the world that you will find a Peppa Pig theme park. So it's the one of a kind. For those of you with young kids or grandkids and you want to see something different, Peppa Pig is it. It's definitely a half day to, 3/4 of a day experience. The little ones get very tired and hot, of course. But these are sister parks, so you can either buy a ticket for one park or both parks, depending on what you're looking for. Outdoor adventures, the one thing everybody asks when they come to Orlando, I bet you can guess. Where do you see a gator? Everybody wants to see a gator. So there are gators in every single body of water of lake here in Orlando. You will see them everywhere. However, if you want to see them safely, you can go to a number of places. Gatorland, of course, they are just celebrating their 75th anniversary, and there is so much now more to see and do at Gatorland if you have not been for a while. It's a great price point for an attraction. You can spend most of the day there. This is an actual experience. So this picture, they are about 4 feet away from 15-foot gators that are hissing and growling. And just off to the side is an actual handler with a stick. So you can do that as an upgrade to your day. There is zip lining over the gators now. There is a dune buggy ride you can take. Just a lot of fun things. And then Wild Florida, I like to mention, it is about 30 miles from Walt Disney World in Kissimmee, just right down 192. Very easy to get to. But Wild Florida, I just love because it has a plethora of different activities. You can spend a whole day there and it's fun for the whole family. At Wild Florida, you can drive through a safari like you see in the picture. You can hand feed a giraffe. You can go on a airboat ride, and you can walk through a rescue center with Florida indigenous animals, tons of gators and birds and reptiles. But it's just, and you can actually have lunch. They have a restaurant there. So it's just a really, really cool experience. Revolution Adventures is a redneck haven, has ATV, and you can see the boats in the river and skeet shooting. And again, about 15 to 20 minutes away from Walt Disney World. So everything is really compact. We have a ton of state parks. You can kayak, you can rent clear kayaks and paddle boards. You can swim with manatee, just some beautiful, beautiful places. And many of our state parks are really within a 30-minute drive of downtown Orlando. We have Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures, very close to Wild Florida, down in Kissimmee as well. They focus on airboat rides specifically, and they also have a lot of Native American culture and heritage from Florida native culture. So that's really cool to go see. We have paddleboarding in downtown Orlando all over, and then of course fishing in every lake possible. And we have over 130 golf courses for your guests to choose from. So everything from par 3 to really high-end resort courses. We love our shopping, and we do have a number of premium outlets. We have some of the best outlets in the world, definitely in the United States. We've got 2 major premium outlets with over 320 stores combined. We also have the Florida Mall, which is it's kind of our average mall that you would see across the US, but it is the largest mall in Central Florida with over 250 stores. And then we have the Mall of Millennia, which is our upscale mall, a little more bougie with the Ferragamo, the Gucci, Christian Louboutin, Tiffany, and all of those. And of course, some really nice restaurants in the Millennia Mall as well. Dining and entertainment. One thing you may not know about Orlando is a few months ago, we were nominated as the #1 foodie city in the country. So we are getting known for our food. You don't think of Orlando, you think of turkey legs and popcorn, but we have 7 Michelin star restaurants now. We just got 3 more just a few months ago. So now we have 7, and we have over 48 Michelin guide restaurants. So for those guests and your guests who love food, want to have a different dining experience, we have something for everyone. We also have an amazing plethora of themed family dining, dinner theaters, medieval times, the Pirates dinner, a couple of them, Raglan Road and downtown Disney Springs. So really a little bit of everything. These 4 are some samples of the Michelin star restaurants. I love to point out these because they're amazing, but the Kappa on the top 4 is at the Four Seasons on Walt Disney World property. And the great thing about that is you can go over there and make a reservation, have a Michelin star dinner or evening, and then you can see the Magic Kingdom fireworks from the restaurant. So again, special occasions, engagements, anniversaries. If someone said, I just don't know what to do, I want to do something special. One of these restaurants are fabulous, and Kappa I love because I love topping it off with a kiss goodnight with the Magic Kingdom fireworks. You can't beat that. A couple of the other opportunities for event and entertainment: Cirque du Soleil at Disney Springs with Drawn to Life. We have a Raglan Road, which is true Irish dancing and food at Disney Springs as well, plus House of Blues. Mango's is on I Drive in Sand Lake. It actually is a tropical cafe with evening Latin entertainment, family-friendly entertainment every night, which is super fun. So there's always something to do and something different outside of these traditional theme park area. We also, of course, don't want to forget Disney Springs. Disney Springs is the home to the largest Planet Hollywood in the world, and now with tons of new shops and restaurants. In fact, there are some new dining experiences, which you'll see in the upcoming What's New 24 video that I'm going to show. And then, of course, Universal City Walk has the largest Hard Rock Cafe. But the cool thing about City Walk, to take note, if your guests are coming, City Walk now has a very large Epic preview center. So those of you who have clients who are theme park fanatics and really want to see what Epic is all about, they can now walk into the preview center and walk in and buy pre-merchandise, pre park opening and everything else. So that's open now. We do just shortly mention, we have 490 hotels and resorts with over 130,000 rooms. So really, you have something for everyone here. This picture, of course, is from the Orlando Marriott World Center and our girl, Christine Peters, who's going to talk shortly. But this is the world's largest Marriott here in Orlando with over 2,000 rooms. And you can see a wonderful water park on site. Many of the hotels have water parks on site. They just added this, and it's included with the resort fee, and a very nominal resort fee. So really, we have, of course, hotels at the theme park, like Chris will talk about, the Swan and Dolphin. And we also have the more select service that Sarah will talk about with the Marriott Village. So really, there is something for everyone here and everyone's budgets as well. Now I'm going to show you a quick video on what's new, and you can check it out. That's just the tip of the iceberg for what is new in 24. Brightline, just a few more slides. Brightline is our high-speed rail. Most of you have probably heard about it by now, between Miami and Orlando. So now there is a way for your clients to get maybe pre and post cruise if they're going on a cruise out of out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale and getting up to Orlando, or vice versa, maybe coming to Port Canaveral and wanting to go down to Miami. Now there is a way they don't have to rent a car, deal with traffic, tolls, and construction. It is a high-speed rail with a couple stops in between, seamless experience. There are 2 different classes, and there are travel agent rates, and there are ways that you can book your clients commissionable rates. If you go on to Brightline, they actually have a link for travel providers. You click, you register, and you can go on and click through to Brightline. They do have dynamic pricing as well, so pricing kind of changes based on the time of day and you know where you're going, but just know it's available, and it's a really, really great experience. There's a little bit more information for you on that. And then selling, you can see this picture. I love this picture. This is feeding the giraffes at Wild Florida. So it's like $5 for an upgrade. You get to do that. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? It's super fun. Selling Orlando. We do have the Orlando Travel Academy. I want to highly encourage you to go through our program. This is our accreditation program where it makes you become an Orlando specialist. So someone said to backspace, and they wanted to see the giraffe, but we'll put it up after. The Orlando Travel Academy is our specialist program, and it literally is less than an hour to do. It is 5 chapters with a new 6th chapter with student travel. And it gives you all the tools to sell Orlando. So it gives you access to the app. It gives you a certification and a certificate that now says you are an Orlando specialist. So when your client says, hey, I'm looking for someone on your team who's a specialist, you can raise your hand. But the great thing about our program is not only is it easy and fun, but it also allows a lot of benefits for you when you come to Orlando. So it gives you the resources, but you get free tickets to Kennedy Space Center, Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures, Wild Florida, Legoland, Gatorland. So all these free tickets you can take advantage of when you come to visit, plus free check bag on Spirit Airline if you fly Spirit, discounts at hotels, and more. So really, for those of you who are traveling here or have family coming or live around the area, this is a great program not only to help you sell, but for you personally as well. So we also have our site, visitorlando.com. We have resources there with the travel trade for you to access in case you need anything, in case you can't get a hold of myself. And then here is my information for you to take a screenshot if you need anything. So I am here to help. I am, I'm your resource. And if you need anything, just let me know. Back to you, someone.
Okay, thank you, Laura. And we're going to transition now to Chris Kane, and he's going to tell you about the Swan Dolphin and the Swan Reserve.
Yes, thank you so much, Christine and Laura, for a fantastic presentation. Thank you all so much. My name is Chris Kane. I work for the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin and the Swan Reserve, as we call the SWALFIN. So you see our 3 properties right here. You see the Swan Dolphin, which are connected by walkway. They're about 35 years new, and then right behind it is the Swan Reserve. The one thing to keep in mind with our 3 properties is that no matter which one of the 3 you stay at, you have access to everything at all 3, and we call that triplex access. So next slide, please. One question that we get quite a bit is that since we're managed by Marriott, where are we located? So if you see the pink circle on your screen, we are right in the center of Disney. This is a map of the Disney World Resort. And
we are. Chris, I think we have to look at the presentation again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I swear.
We're gonna you guys hold 1 second.
Oh, so just unclick the use timings there. It was go back to slideshow, I think. And then there. Sorry about that, everybody.
Here we go.
We're just making sure they're paying attention.
Yeah.
We like to keep it interesting.
It's late,
No, so yeah, so big again, our location right there in the center of Disney. So we're about 10 to 15 minutes from all the Disney theme parks, Disney Springs. We're also about 20 minutes from Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and the soon to be opening Epic theme park next year. So we've got a fantastic location. Next slide, please. The other question that we do get quite a bit is since you're not owned by Disney, which Disney benefits do you provide to your guests? And the good thing is we provide all the same Disney benefits as a Disney resort. So for example, we're within walking distance of Epcot and Hollywood Studios. We have free transportation to all the Disney theme parks and Disney Springs. So it basically takes, we've got buses that go to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Disney Springs. Then we've got our water taxis or friendship water launches that go to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. In addition to that, we've got our early entry, 30 minutes every day to all the Disney theme parks. And then we also have certain days of the week, extended hours benefit, 2 hours later for all the Disney theme parks as well. One thing that's new is that you'll see we have what's called the 7-day advanced lightning lane, which kind of took the place of the fast pass reservation process. So we've got the 7-day lightning lane reservations, which that is just valid for Disney resorts and ourselves. If the guests don't want to take the free transportation to the Disney theme parks, they can park at the, they can drive their own vehicles and show their room key and park at the Disney parks for free. And then also one great side benefit is we've got Disney planning centers, which is like Disney concierge. So if you walk in there and if the guests need help with linking up their Disney theme park reservations, Disney dining reservations, anything like that, we've got the Disney planning centers to help them with that as well. So great Disney benefits. Next slide, please. So as far as our resort benefits, between our 3 properties, we've got 23 restaurant and lounges. And in this photo, you'll see one of our water taxis that we share with Yacht and Beach and Boardwalk. They go to Yacht and Beach and Boardwalk there as well. But we've got 6 pools. We've got a great activity center for kids called Camp Dolphin, but we have activities throughout a resort. We've got 3 24-hour fitness centers. We've got a beautiful Mandara spa, and we have our own Swan Dolphin app, which is great while you're on property because it's got everything from property maps to Disney hours and information to restaurant hours. It has a live chat features, all kinds of good stuff. So that's great benefits while you're there. So these are some of our redesigned accommodations. The photos on the top left and the bottom right, we are in the process of updating our Walt Disney World Swan guest room product, which should be done by the end of January. And then if you see the bottom left and then the middle photos, those are our Dolphin guest room product. But lots of great product for you all to enjoy. And then we also updated our lobby areas at both the Swan and Dolphin area since 2018. So added a lot more seating, grab and go outlets. This is the Dolphin area here. You've got fuel. And then the next one you'll see will be the Swan, which is, again, a lot more seating for people to relax. Java, which is our grab and go outlet there as well. And then this is some of our, I mentioned 23 restaurants and lounges. We've got, these are some of our signature restaurants. We've got Shula's and Blue Zoo. Shula's is our steakhouse at the Dolphin. Blue Zoo is our seafood restaurant at the Dolphin. Then you've got on the bottom right, Il Molino's, which is our Italian restaurant at the Walt Disney World Swan. And then we've got Amare, which is our Mediterranean restaurant at the Swan Reserve. So lots of great dining options for your guests to enjoy. So again, 6 pools I mentioned. So these are the pictures on the left-hand side are our main pictures of our grotto pool between the Swan and Dolphin. And on the right-hand side are the pictures of the pool at the Swan Reserve. But again, 6 pools altogether for you all to enjoy. Next slide. So then with the Swan Reserve, this is our unique hotel. It's been turned 3 in November, but this is 349 guest rooms, but it really features about 150 1- and 2-bedroom suites, which we're going to show you here in the next slide and how it's set up. So on the left-hand side here, this is one of our 1- or 2-bedroom suites. This is our living room. All the rooms have floor-to-ceiling windows. So what you see in that photo there is our queen-size sleeper sofa. You see 1 TV, but then what you don't see in that photo behind it is a full dining room table. There's a credenza with a microwave and a fridge. And then there's another TV. And then that living room section connects to 1 or 2 bedrooms. So our 1-bedroom suites will sleep 4 to 6. Our 2-bedroom suites will sleep up to 8. And there's no charge for extra adults. So you can have 8 adults in a 2-bedroom suite for the price of 1. So really good value there at Swan Reserve. It's right across the street from the Swan and Dolphin. So again, triplex access. Don't forget that. Next slide. So also, if you all book with any of your preferred wholesale partners, we work and closely with all these Walt Disney Travel Company, Apple Leisure Group, Delta Vacations, Pleasant Holidays. Expedia's TAP program. So packages, which is a great option for the guests as well. Of course, you can book us as direct, which we highly encourage, but great package offers as well through these preferred travel operator companies. And then great recap. So again, location, right in the center of Disney in the Epcot Resort area, the great Disney benefits and resort amenities. And again, the updated guest room and lobby areas and Swan Dolphin to enjoy. The Swan Reserve featuring those 1 and 2 bedroom suites, and of course that triplex access. And that's going to wrap it up for me. Just a quick turnover. And thank you all so much for your time. Turn over to Christine.
Hello, everyone. Again, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate your partnership. I'm excited to present the Orlando World Center Marriott to you. Our property is the largest Marriott in the world, and we sit on 200 acres with 2,010 guest rooms. And we are moments from the magic. Really a great choice for you and your customers that are looking for an off-site resort. So we are located about 1.5 miles from Disney. So you just take a right out of our resort and you're headed into the Disney complex, just kind of right across the street, right across from I-4 from Disney Springs. And we are so close, all of our guests can see the fireworks, compliments of our friends at Disney from our resort. SeaWorld and Universal all within 10 minutes. And of course the airport within 15 to 17 minutes. This is the first impression your guests will experience when they walk into our lobby. It's a grand entrance and it has a 28-story glass elevator. All of our restaurants kind of are off the main lobby, which include a big lobby lounge. Starbucks is in the lobby, a sushi bar is in the lobby, and we have a beautiful veranda that overlooks the pool. And as you can see on the bottom right, a very large front desk to accommodate a busy check-in. It's a very busy hotel. It has a lot of energy to it. It's kind of like a Vegas hotel, but your guests won't get lost. I promise that. But it's very high profile because, again, it is the largest Marriott in the world. These are newly redesigned guest rooms. We renovated all of our guest rooms about 2 years ago. So they are really stunning. I think they're really at a JW level, but very comfortable. They have hard surface flooring, new vanities, new bathrooms, 2 queen beds or 1 king. They have great new smart TVs. And of course, my favorite part of the rooms, and I think everybody's favorite part, is the oversized balconies. So all the rooms do have a balcony. It's great to just sit outside, enjoy the sunshine, the Florida weather, and the fireworks at night. And we do have 121 suites. So those are loaded and ready for you to sell. A lot of those extended families like the suites, it gets some extra space, or they just like those connecting rooms that connect to the suite. So those are really moderately priced and they are available for you to sell and commissionable. So there's everything from a king executive suite to a 2 or 3 bedroom governor suite. We do have 10 restaurants and lounges on property, so lots of choices for your customers. Mikado's is our Japanese restaurant, teppanyaki style. Bottom left is Zero, our Italian restaurant. It's located in the lobby. Top right is Latitude and Longitude. It's our 3-meal, very casual restaurant. And this is where your guests can enjoy a big breakfast buffet before they go off to the attraction. So anything that you would book or sell that has a breakfast package component, it would include the buffet at L&L in the morning. Just kind of like one of those big Vegas buffets. And then on the bottom right is High Velocity, which I love, which is affordable dining for those families, a lot of big TVs. And they even have small little TVs in the booth so the kids can watch their own cartoons. Other choices include the lobby lounge, the sushi bar that I mentioned, the central pantry, which is pool level, grab and go. Bottom left is a Paul's Pool. This is a very big restaurant outside, outdoor dining, and it's poolside, but I love the atmosphere at night because the fire pits are glowing and all the lights are on at night. It really brings the daytime experience into the night. And then River Falls has its own cargo container bar, which serves tropical drinks. This is Falls Pool. This is really the heartbeat of the hotel. It's a 400,000 gallon pool. It is, we upgraded this pool about 2 years ago, spent $10 million, and it's now 0 entry, which is a great area for those smaller kids. It has a sun shelf around the perimeter, has new cabanas on the upper level or right off the pool, has 4 jumbo screen TVs, waterfalls, and there's 4 water slides in this area. So it's a great experience. This is where all of our shows are at night and all of our daytime activities happen. And we were voted the best family resort in Florida by Forbes last year. But what's really exciting is 2 years ago, we opened up River Falls Water Park. So this is right on our property. It's around the corner from the main pool. And this is our newest water experience. And it has 3 additional slides. So these are inner tube slides for single or double riders. The families love it. It's great reviews. It also has more cabanas, 575-foot lazy river, and it's just a lot of fun. So this is called River Falls, and it's for our guests only, but it's a new addition, and it was voted the best water park hotel in Orlando by Forbes in 2023. And this is a picture of our general manager, and you might recognize David Marriott. He's in front, and he rode the slides for the very first time. Everyone's got to do it, he said. So hopefully you can come stay with us and enjoy the River Falls Water Park, or your customers can too as well. But in addition to those 7 water slides in the lazy river, we have lots of activities every day, all day, kids of all ages. Just shows you some examples. Even Gatorland comes out to bring their reptiles to meet our guests. We have a nightly laser show at night that's followed by the Disney fireworks. We really dial up the fun during the holidays. We do our own fireworks at Christmas, New Year's Eve, 4th of July, and Memorial Day. We do mermaid and glow parties during the summer, and we're going to have a drone show at Christmas this year. So lots of activities all the time. And also we have 18 holes of golf at Hawks Landing Golf Course. This is footsteps from the lobby, and it has a golf pro shop, of course, the driving range, and 18 holes of golf. And we do have a boutique spa, fitness center, and we do offer shuttle to Disney. So even though we're so close, we do offer shuttle to the 4 Disney theme parks and Disney Springs. Just a few things that are uniquely ours, those seasonal experiences, as I mentioned, the mermaid and glow parties, but we also have a speakeasy, and we do maybe crafting cocktail classes in there. We did a haunted house over the Halloween holiday, so lots of things happen, kind of pop up at the stock room. We added 15 new cabanas, and we do have Mingo the Flamingo, our costume character that joins those all the kids in their activities or meets and greets them at breakfast. So hopefully you learned a lot about the Orlando World Center Marriott. It is really a great offsite choice for your customers. Lots to do at the property, and very close to all those theme parks. So thank you for your partnership, and I'm going to pass it on to Sarah from the Marriott Village.
Hi, everyone. Who doesn't want to come to Orlando? Huh? I hope you all want to come down. And not too close tonight, we're having the Marriott Village. The Marriott Village, it is a complex of 3 hotels, a courtyard, a Spring Hill Suites, and a Fairfield. And let's explore the complex. Let's see, next slide, please. No. There you go. So we have a complex where, yes, three brands under one roof. So basically we have a total of 1,100 rooms divided between the Courtyard, the Spring Hill Suites, and a Fairfield, all together through the Marriott Village area. So on your top left corner, you'll see our Marriott Village Green. That's where we have a playground, a food court, the gym, and tons of activities for everyone to enjoy. On top of that, we have 3 resort-style swimming pools, hot tubs, splash zones, and then 24-hour markets. And that's also where our transportation to the Disney parks, the premium outlets, and Disney Springs will take place too. So let's dive in. Next slide, please. So the courtyard is 5 floors. We have 312 guest rooms, 12 suites. The suites are a complex room of a queen configuration or a king bed with a kitchenette area, and then the extra living room space. We have rooms that are balconies overlooking the pool, and then we have rooms overlooking the main fountain of the village business area. And this is where one of our restaurants will be located, the Bistro. Bistro serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have breakfast a la carte, and we have also a breakfast buffet available. At the courtyard, we have one of the biggest pools out of the 3, and that's also our indoor-outdoor pool. So you can come down and then go through the little waterfall and enjoy the pool, staying away a little bit of the heat. Also at the courtyard, we're gonna have a Starbucks coffee on site, and we also have open areas for the splash zones and then a business zone. Next slide. The Spring Hill Suites, one cool fact about the Spring Hill Suites is this largest Spring Hill Suites in the world. And as the name says, we are 400 suites. So all rooms are suite configurations. It can be between a double bed or a king bed, and all with that extra living room area that we can see there, a kitchenette, microwave, mini fridge, and yes, that sofa turns into a sleeper sofa bed. On top of all of this, all our pools are exchangeables. Like I said, we are one complex, so you can stay at the Spring Hill and utilize the pool at the courtyard, or you can stay at the courtyard, use the Spring Hill. In exchange, your key gives you access to all 3 hotels. One thing about the Spring Hill is that we offer complimentary breakfast. Yes, it's a daily hot breakfast buffet. And who doesn't want Mickey pancakes every morning? Yes, that is included in your rate, available for everyone. On top of that, we have 24-hour markets as well. They can be charged to your room. Next slide. And then the Fairfield, I would say it's our best value brand. We're gonna get more for your buck at this hotel. This hotel has 388 rooms, and we have 25 family suites. This is and it's 25 family suites per floor. So this is my favorite room because it's a king bed with a semi-wall with a bunk bed configuration. So adults can have their own space, watch some TV, and then you have another room right next to them for the kiddos, everyone in their one roof. So you have a family of 4, family of 5, all together under one. And yes, they all get Mickey pancakes as well. Everything on this daily hot breakfast buffet at the Fairfield is included in your rate, and another pool for you to enjoy. Next slide. And to give you an idea of where we are located, this is our complex. Like I said, we're called the Marriott Village for a reason. So it's 3 hotels under one roof, and we're right there out of I-4. We are 6 miles away from the theme parks, 4 miles away from SeaWorld, and 8 miles from Universal. But the best of this is we are all Marriott. So we are so close to our partners. We are only 2 miles away, 2.5 miles away from the Great Marriott World Center, and 5 miles away from the Great Swan Dolphin as well. We also are just 1 mile away from the premium outlets. So you can walk to the mall, and then we'll pick you up to carry all your shopping, so you don't have to worry about that. And right behind us, just itself, we have 3 restaurants within walking distance, a Bahama Breeze, a BJ's restaurant, and a Golden Corral. So location, location, location. Just to share a little bit of fees, so in case you were wondering, yes, we have a destination fee. It's a $5 destination fee that is given back to you as a resort credit. We want you to consume it. So yes, get those $5 and spend it at Starbucks, get a froyo, order a pizza. You can get it all back to you. And then that is just a daily rate for per room, not per person. So that's also that gets some a rate that can help. And then we do have a parking charge that is $22 per night. Daily parking, it's complimentary. Only the overnight parking is charged. Any questions or anything, please let us know. But I hope this got you super excited to come down to Orlando.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We do have some prizes today, so we've got to ask Nina how we're going to draw for those. I think we'll get a list of participants, and then we'll draw for those complimentary certificates. But I think we also wanted to see if there were any questions. So do we want to go through the chat or the box or?
Yes, I am scrolling up.
Fantastic.
See what questions. The main question is about the gray box at the top. Are we able to move ahead? We've got that several times.
Yes, there's a gray box, and yes, you're not seeing things.
Lots of compliments, lots of surprise comments that they didn't know that there were rides at SeaWorld.
I think my favorite comment was, I live 45 minutes away and I didn't know most of this information. That to me says we did a good job, because I love when locals learn something new. It's always good.
Okay, Lisa Smith asks, do guests have to pay for parking at the hotel? Not quite sure which hotel though.
So for our hotel, for the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin and Swan Reserve, it's $36 a day for self-parking plus tax, and $44 a day for valet. But one thing is that if you book as a package, say you book through Disney Travel or Apple Leisure Group or Delta Vacations, anybody would like that, it's a 5-night maximum on parking charges. So let's say they book a 7-night stay, they just pay for parking for 5 days or 5 nights. So it's a little value added benefit for the guests when they book as a package.
Okay, I think, Chris, you may have just answered this question indirectly. Do we book directly with Marriott and Swan and Dolphin?
So I think for all the Marriott hotels, and just so you can book either way. So when you book direct through through Marriott for our properties, when it comes to the Bonvoy points or the Bonvoy membership reward points that the guests get, the good thing is when they book direct, they will get points on both their room rate and all the incidentals they spend. So it's a great advantage for the guests that are really Bonvoy members. But then when you book as a package, typically the package rates, for our properties, especially when you book a little further out, are tend to be better or lower priced. And plus, typically when you book as a package, it's a higher commission for you as the agents. Obviously with you bundling airfare, theme park tickets, rental car, the properties, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a win-win situation. But when you book as a package, the guests will just get Bonvoy points on their incidental spend at the hotel, which I encourage they charge to their room. But again, so it's kind of a win-win, but that's kind of the differential there.
Okay, the next question was, what was the site for KSC for travel agents?
Excuse me, Kennedy Space Center TA, like travel agent, Kennedy Space Center TA.com. And you just register and you'll be able to go on and do your bookings.
All right, you guys got that? Okay, still rolling. And if you haven't asked your question yet, feel free to type it in the chat. We want to make sure that we get your questions answered. Do DVC members get any perks to visit the area? Can TAs offer any other options?
So I believe if you're referring to Disney Vacation Club, I would say that that's actually, there's not a special perk for Disney Vacation Club members, for our particular resorts. They can book through your travel agent partners. So whatever offers available through you all, they would get. I know that with Marriott Vacation Club, they probably can use their own points that they get to redeem at different Marriott properties. Christine might know a little more about that than I do, but I was always encouraged to book through you all direct, because you will give them the best options typically.
We do have travel agent rates available to all of our hotels. We offer a travel agent rate. You can also book the Orlando Travel Academy once you go through the course. And once you go through and complete the Hotel Excellence course for Marriott, you become a graduate and you'll be able to book the Hotel Excellence rates at all the hotels worldwide.
Okay, how much is the parking at Marriott Grand Vista?
Grand Vista wasn't one of the hotels we presented today, and I'm not sure what their parking is. I know it's a very popular resort. I know I didn't cover the parking at the Marriott Orlando World Center, which might be one of the questions too. So we do charge parking $32 per night for self parking at the World Center. Our resort fee is also $47 per night, but it includes entrance to the water park, Disney shuttle, and the internet and the items at the golf. So there's no extra charges for the water park.
Okay, do any of these places offer fam visits?
Absolutely. We love to have fam visits. You can come on your own, do a book a travel agent rate, or contact us and we can do a site inspection for you, or you can bring your friends. We can set something up for you. So we love to showcase and show you all of our hotels. We want you to come to Orlando.
And I had a question on the Academy website for the Orlando Travel Academy. It is orlandotravelacademy.com.
Okay, I believe this might be a statement. Legoland offers discounts. I'm not sure if that's a statement or a question.
They do offer travel agent rates, I believe.
Okay, and we've got our leader, Mo Thomas, putting the websites in the chat. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate that. If you guys have any other questions that you would like to ask our trainers, remember you can't ask a question to a recording. This is the best time to get your questions answered.
I will tell you, we are thrilled with the number of participants that joined us today. So thank you so much for your interest and for your eagerness to learn about our hotels and Orlando.
You exceeded our expectations with numbers. It's awesome.
What are the commission rates for booking?
So for individual bookings, depending on your status with Marriott, you will either receive 8% or 10% as a preferred agency. And then groups are 7%.
There was a question on Brightline travel agent account. If you can get a Brightline TA account, you just need, kind of like similar to Kennedy, you just go on brightline.com. On the bottom, they have a travel advisor or travel provider link. Click on that, and it will then click you to their program, their travel advisor program, where you can register, you can book your clients, you can be eligible for discounted rates, etc.
Great questions.
I think you may have answered the next question too. Are there any requirements to register with Brightline?
Yeah, they definitely do.
Okay, we've got, how do we access the Marriott Hotel Excellence Program? I believe Mo is going to post that as well.
we also have a flyer on the program, so I can share that with you, and has all the contact information. Chris, is it marriott.com/travel agents or something else?
I believe it's I think it was posted before, which is
Okay.
correct. It's travelagents.marriott.com for the Marriott's Hotel Excellence Program. And there's
Oh,
a
there
fun
we go.
black screen.
There it is. It's in the chat.
It's come back. It's unfortunate. But yes, that's a website for Marriott's Hotel Excellence, or where you get those fantastic rates.
Awesome. And I think agents need to know that you do have to have your own travel agent credential in order to, you will register using Archer Travels, CLIA or IATA number.
Mhm.
But once you have completed the training, you have to input your own, or your profile will say it's incomplete.
Oh.
And every year you have to put your updated credential in.
Yeah.
A really easy process. If you haven't earned your own IATAN card yet, you're able to use your CLIA card.
So every year you just go in, update your profile, and there might be 1 or 2 modules, maybe on a new brand, or some training that you'll have to do, but it's minimal. But if you haven't done the training, just try to start it, and you can kind of go back and forth and finish it. Because I was at the Archer Travel event last week, Evolution, the trade show in Las Vegas. So hopefully I met some of you there. And I was very, very impressed with the whole trade show. I was so busy. I was so excited about meeting all of you. You were so enthusiastic, and many, many of you talked about the fantastic rates.
I'm a fan of the fantastic rates. I've been using them for almost 10 years now. It's an amazing program.
Great.
Amazing program. Do you offer a free night stay incentive for individuals or groups who book a certain number of nights?
I'm sure some of the Marriott hotels may have some individual incentive programs, but we don't have any right now that to earn any free nights like that. But really, it's the fantastic rates that you're able to earn and then use. Like you said, you could be doing it for 10 years. So I don't know if anyone else wants to comment on that. You might have incentive programs.
There's a question on the, I don't want to change the subject, but there's someone who has to jump off about the giveaways. We'll get a list for everybody. So we'll get the list and then determine the winners from the list of attendees. So if you need to jump off, you can. You're not going to miss anything right now, I don't think, right, Nina?
If we can get you guys to type your email addresses in the chat really quickly.
Yes.
I will send the chat to Christine, and she will
Perfect.
make sure that everybody gets it. So
Perfect.
go ahead and type your email addresses in the chat. And here they come.
Yeah.
There they come.
Woo-hoo.
So we'll be giving away
did
stays.
ask-
It's amazing how quick they type when we say we have prizes.
Someone did ask about the CLIA card. You can go to, let me let Brenda in the room. You can go to www.
Nina, I put it out there. I put the website.
Mo, welcome back.
I'm back. I'm back. I went to convention. I'm no longer where I was. I'm back.
We have missed you. Welcome back. For the person who asked about the CLIA card, please scroll back up in the chat. Mo did put the website there that you can go and join CLIA so that you can have your travel agent credential, and you can also earn bonus commission for all of the cruises that you book using your CLIA membership. So it is multifaceted. Okay, did everybody put their email addresses in? All right, does anybody out of our trainers, you guys have any final words for our wonderful travel agents? And guys, make sure that you take a screenshot or a picture of what's on the screen so that you will have contact information for our wonderful trainers for this evening. Make sure that you tell them thank you for taking time out of their evening to do this with us, because we really, really appreciate it. Any final words for our travel agents, Christine?
Thank you for participating. We are just so pleased and so excited to have you join us today and for taking the time. So we are looking forward to working with you, and we are looking forward to welcoming you and your customers to Orlando and to all of our resorts. So thank you so much from all of us and from Marriott. So thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much. And there's so much that Orlando has to offer across the board. So we look forward to seeing you all here really soon. Thank you.
Thank you all for your time, and we're super excited. Thank you for opening the door for us to present our beautiful portfolio of hotels, and we're waiting for you. You gotta come down wherever you are. We're waiting for you.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Nina.
It is our absolute pleasure to have you guys on, and we look forward to having you on again to give us any updates that you guys have. In the meantime, travel agents, please allow me 72 business hours to get this uploaded onto the YouTube channel. And you can check my Facebook page for the link or send me a message directly. I'll be more than happy to give it to you. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next Walkthrough Wednesday. Have a great week and keep feeding your business so that it can grow. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.